It's time for a Pride and Promotion Extra as we mosey on down to the Rapid Fire Ranch. Take a listen.
Everybody, thank you for joining us on the Pride and Promotion podcast. And this is a little segment I like to call the Rapid Fire Ranch. Scott, welcome to the show. How are you today, my friend and producer?
I am excited to be back. Thank you so much for inviting me back. I'm ready to rapid fire.
Ready to rapid fire. So we're going to do 5 quick questions, super queer, super prideful, and then we'll wrap everything up and then we'll get back on the ranch. How's that sound?
Sounds good to me.
All
Yeehaw.
right.
I feel very Beyonce centric all of a sudden. This is very
This is
exciting.
like perfect.
We're in our Western segment with Beyonce. I'm loving this.
We are in our Western era. Thank you very much. Rhinestone Cowboy. All right. So, Scott, number 1, this is going to be like super gay, but Madonna or Rihanna? That's it.
I told you before, I'm a bear of a certain age, so I have to do Madonna. Madonna was the girl that I actually got to see her in a club in LA once. And so, yeah, I mean, nowadays, music wise, I prefer Rihanna's music these days, but overall for career wise, I'm a Madonna through and through.
I am going to interject for one moment. I would have to agree. Madonna is like ultimate all-time favorite. Rihanna is kind of a queen as of late, but girl is not putting out music right now, and I'm a little perturbed about that. So we're going to add an extra question.
She's having babies and stuff and getting her family together. So we'll give her a little bit of a break.
We'll give her maybe like 2 more months.
There you go. Exactly.
And then she can put the perfume aside and then she can get back to music. Because I need some.
You had a big Super Bowl performance just a year ago. Where the heck is the follow-up to that? Come on.
Thank you. I totally agree. Number 2, Scott, here we come. If you were to have lunch with RuPaul, we all love Ru, any version from the 80s of RuPaul, what would you have meal-wise and what would you guys talk about?
Anyone who knows me knows I'm a coffee fiend, so there will be coffee involved somehow. And I am a chubby guy and like my dessert. So I think it'd be some really cool coffee and dessert house somewhere in LA that we can find. There's some really cool ones out there. So it would have to be a coffee dessert place. And what would we talk about? Oh, God. Or what was the second part of the question?
Yeah, what would you guys talk about during your coffee and dessert date in California?
You know, I would be interested in the other side of Ru. I would like to know about the Montana ranch life with a husband and see what that's about. I mean, we see the presentation side of Ru every Friday night and out in public. I'd like to see what she's like on the ranch. I mean, is she wrangling the cattle or what's she doing? So that would be my fun conversation, I think.
I love that. I want to see that too. I have this, what's going on because this is a social media podcast too, going around the internet as of late is Ru from the 80s and how she got started. I think I would talk to her about her beginnings and, kind of breaking the mold for the queer community back then, to be honest.
There you go. A Ru from the ranch rapid fire would work great with this. I'm telling you.
I know. If we can get Ru on, girl, please.
Gotta reach out.
Rapid fire question number 3, Scott. How do you dress for success? And give us a brief description of the perfect prideful outfit.
I hate this question because I'm schlubby. I've never paid attention to fashion, and I'm not really good with the fashion. I'm very comfortable in a polo, a collared shirt, something with like that, some jeans, and just casual. I'm more of a casual guy. I don't dress up formal that often. When I do, I'm good for a nice suit and tie. But I was never into the corporate thing. I had to wear ties for work back in the day, and that was never super comfortable. So I'm very chill and casual. If I can have any kind of a polo or any style shirt with a collar and a nice, comfortable pair of jeans, I'm a happy camper.
I dig that too. That like cozy casual style is definitely fitting, and I love that. I appreciate that. So we're going to go on to number 4, question number 4 or 5. What does happiness mean to you, Scott?
Ooh, that's loaded. Wow. Happiness. I think happiness is just kind of, there's a couple things. I mean, happiness in When you're single, you got to find happiness in I think you find more in your activities and what you do.
Yeah.
Happiness in your garden, happiness in your podcast, happiness in whatever you do. And I think for single, it's something different. So for me, and being, like I said, of a certain age, I get very happy just feeling accomplished in doing things that I enjoy to do.
Oh, I
I
love
think when
that.
I'm in a relationship, it's a little more different. Then I think happiness, I'm very much a caregiver. I like making dinner for someone special or something. So happiness for me is making someone else feel good when I'm in a relationship. But
Okay.
that's kind of it.
I dig. I dig. Number 5, Scott, here we go. What's your favorite vacation destination?
Oh, I have two depending
Ooh.
on the season. If it's summertime, I'm all about Canada. Montreal and Toronto are two of my favorite cities. I love Canada. If it's wintertime, I'm all about Hawaii. I've been to Hawaii 7 times. I love Hawaii, and that's my go-to destination. Now, I want to do Puerto Vallarta. Speaking of gay, that's supposed to be like the gayest destination around.
I've
There's
heard.
some amazing entertainment there. It's another warm spot. So I think that would, if I went outside of my normals and my comfort zone, Puerto Vallarta would be my next stop.
Okay, if you want to take me with you, we can do the podcast on the road. That's fine.
I like it.
I will
I
get my
like
tank
that.
top on, slap on some, some sunscreen and get some new sunglasses, and we'll take it on the road. So I'm
Half
there. Thank
computer
you.
will travel as long as they have good internet.
Road
We're good
travel.
to go, right?
And someone else can fund it, right, too. So that's fine as well.
I
So
like that.
that's the end of this episode. So tell us where we can find your podcast, Mr. Producer, and what's coming up this summer for you regarding your road trip.
Well, I do what's called Left of Straight podcasts, and you can
Love
go to
it.
the website www.leftofstraight.com, and that's spelled a little different, LEFTOFSTR and the number 8.com. So leftofstraight.com. You can find all the podcasts I do. I try to offer a different podcast of some kind 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. And this summer, like you hinted, I'm going on the Big Gay Road Trip 3.
Yes.
It's my third time. I'm heading from my home here in Northeast Ohio and driving cross country to beautiful Palm Springs, California, where I'll be doing a month of live shows and residency at a beautiful resort called the Indulge Resort there. So
Amazing.
bringing guests live down to the resort, and because pretty much everything's like we do remote podcasts primarily over the video. So it's always fun to do something in person. So that'll be happening July 9th through August 9th this year.
Amazing, Scott. Thank you so much for joining me on this mini series called The Rapid Fire Ranch. Hope it was fun. And guys, please listen to the Pride and Promotion podcast. I'm your host, Joe Federico, and we'll talk soon, guys. Take care.